topic has to do with order, so it's permutation, but where we have repetition. So for example, let's think of first the word at. Okay, how many ways could we reorganize this? Well, it could be A, C, T, then A, T, C, then maybe C comes first, so it's C, T, A, C, A, T, then let's have T come first, so T, C, A, T, A, C. And we see we have our 6 ways, which we could do as 3 factorial or 3p3. Either way, it's going to be 3 times 2 times 1 is 6. But now let's look at the word to, T-O-O. So let's reorganize this one. So of course we have T-O-O. So let's say this is O, this is the first O, this is the second O. Let's reorganize it. It's still going to be T-O-O if we switch these. Then maybe O comes first, so it becomes O-T-O, O-O-T. Now have the other O come first. So you see, really, there isn't much difference here. If we have this O come first or this O come first, or if we have this O second or the other O second, this one's the same as that, so get rid of that. This one is the same as this one, so cut that out. And this one's the same as this, so cut that out. So we can't just do 3 times 2 times 1 because there's repetition. There really is no difference in these orders. So what we do is we do our normal thing on top, 3p3, but we divide it by the factorial of repeated letters. So here there are 2 repeated letters, so divide by 2 factorial. So we get 6 on top divided by 2 times 1. So 6 over 2, 3. So we end up with 3. Let's just look at another example, and this will make a lot more sense. If we want to reorganize letters in the word knee, for example, there are 4 letters, so it's going to be 4, P4, but we have E repeated, and there's 2 of them, so we divide by 2 factorial. So this becomes 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 on top, 2 times 1 on the bottom, and we end up with 12. And of course we can put this in the calculator and then reduce it, we get to the same thing. Let's look at the word tattoo. So there are 5 letters total, so it's going to be 5, P5. We have the letter T repeating 3 times, so 3 factorial, and the letter O repeating twice, 2 factorial. So let's do this one in the calculator. So 5p5 is 120, and we could have done a 5 factorial. It's the same thing. 3 factorial, we do that in a calculator. 3 probability, then the exclamation point. 6, and 2 factorial is just 2 times 1, so that's 2. So 120 over 12, 10. There are 10 different ways to reorganize this. And we see if we move things around, because we have so many T's repeated, so many O's repeated, they're not going to be different. There aren't going to be that many different. We're only going to have 10 different ways to reorganize these. And let's see, let's look at, let's think of another word. So let's look at the word dividend. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. So we could do 8, P8 on top in the numerator. Then let's see, for the D's repeat, 1, 2, there are 3 of them. The I's repeat, there are 2 of those. And then that's it. So just over 3 factorial and 2 factorial. So we know from here 3 factorial, 2 factorial comes out to 12. Then we have 8p8 on top. So I'm just going to do 8 factorial. It's the same thing. 40,320. And now divide that by 12. 3,360. So if you have repeated letters or items, just do the permutation like you would normally and divide by the factorial of the number of repeated items for each one. So here there were 3 repeated t's, so 3 factorial times 2 factorial because there were 2 repeated o's.